All right, so I'm going to show you, again, just a couple ways that you can highlight the data and create the scatter plot and how to do everything that you need. So this should be the same exact data sets that you have. But again, I'm just going to work with this example, right? So I know I can highlight the data using my mouse. So that's me just using my right hand, the mouse, right? And just clicking and dragging, right? But I know that I can hit Shift, hold Shift, and I can use the arrow keys, right? So that's me just kind of going around with the arrow keys. So again, I'll just start here at A2. I'm going to hold Shift. I'm going to click right once. Then I'm going to hold Control. So Control and Shift, both at the same time. And I'm going to click down once. Okay, and that selects the whole thing. So it makes things a little bit easier, right? So let's start over again. Okay, I'm going to start here on A2. I'm going to hold Shift. I'm going to click right once. I should say press the right arrow once. And it selects both of those. And then now I'm going to hit Control and Shift. I'm going to hold those. So holding Control Shift, I'm going to hit down arrow once. That selects my whole data range, right? And now it's super easy. Watch this. I'm going to go up to my tools. I'm going to click Insert. All right, so now I'm on the Insert tab. I'm going to go to the right to where it says Charts. I'm going to click Charts. I want Scatter Plots. I'm going to click this first one. All right, and look at that. Isn't that what we've been talking about? It says use this chart type to compare at least two sets of values or pairs of data and show relationships between sets of data. Sets of values, sorry. Okay, so we're going to click that. And you don't have to do this, but I'm going to title it Example. Right? I'm going to drag it up here a little bit. Okay, and then I want you to click this chart element. So it looks a little plus sign off to the right, right? So in case you accidentally click off, right, maybe you're like, oh no, where did the plus sign go? Click the chart again. So just click anywhere. Right? Click anywhere on this chart. Right? Click anywhere on the chart and you see that these tools show up. I'm going to click the plus sign. And the first thing I want you to go down, I want you to go all the way down, and I want you to check off this trend line option. Right now you see the dotted trend line, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so look how easy that is, right? No sketching required. And then the next thing I want you to do is there's this right arrow. So right to the right of the trend line, I want you to click. There's this little arrow. Click on that. Go down until you get to more options. Okay? And you should get something that looks like this. Again, mine looks a little bit different just because I like the I have the dark theme. But you can go all the way down and I want you to click Display Equation and I want you to click Display R squared value. Okay? Now I can highlight this and I can, oops, why is it not doing it? I can increase the font size if I like. There's a few ways you can do that. I'm using a hotkey, but you can always go highlight this and go to your font size over here. Again, I know it's a little bit tougher on these laptops, right? But now we have the equation, right? And so I would go into my, on my worksheet and I would write the equation down. I know that y is equal to 1.9575x minus 0.025. I know that oops. What is that? What's going on there? That's strange. Huh, I didn't know that was a function. How funny. I know that that is going to give me a slope. In fact, here, why don't I go down a little bit? I know that my slope will be 1.9575. And then I also need my R value, right? But we only have the R squared value, R squared. My R squared value is 0.9845, but we need the R value. right? The R value, not the R squared. So look how easy this is. I'm going to write equals, and I'm going to write sqrt. That is short for square root. As you can see, the tooltip tells us returns the square root of a number. I'm going to hit tab, and then you can either use the arrow keys, right? You can use the arrow keys to highlight that R squared value, and then click enter. You can use the arrow keys. You can even just point. You can just point and click on the cell that contains that value and hit enter. If you like, you could even just do square root. If you don't feel like doing all that, you can just enter. I'm just typing this in 0.9845, and we'll get the same value. So we see that our R value is 0.99, and I'll just give you a hint since you're watching this video. That value is very close to 1. That's 99.2 repeating percent, so extremely close to 1. And look how strong that association is. Food for thought, perhaps? Awesome. Well, thanks for watching. If you have any questions after watching this, please let me know. It is my job to assist you, and I do enjoy my job. But yes, thanks for playing along, guys. I appreciate it.